everyone, and welcome to another video. Not a spooky story this time, something a little bit different. I'm just going to be sharing some of my hobby stuff with you. It's going to be about dolls in general, but ball jointed dolls specifically. And I know some people find dolls creepy and that kind of thing. So if it's not your cup of tea, do not worry about it. Go and watch another video that's more what you're looking for. Yeah, and one of the things I'm hoping to do this year is get an actual camera. This is just a webcam, as you can probably tell from the quality. And it's on a stand, which is fine. But just monitoring the cat that's slinking around down here. Unfortunately, it does mean that every time I touch the table, or in this case, I'm going to be picking things up to show you, the camera might wibble wobble a little bit. So unfortunately, if you do get seasick from this video, I apologize, and I'm hoping to sort of solve that problem very, very soon. So what's the hobby thing? Ball jointed dolls. I went on a trip. You can see my shirt. I went to, oh, be quiet, phone. Shush. I went to the New York City Doll Convention. It was the first one ever, just a few weeks ago. I did buy an enamel pin. Come on, camera, you can do it. Look, I'm going to be making you focus on a lot of other stuff in this video, so you have to cooperate with me. Another reason to get a proper camera is maybe I'll get better at this. It's doubtful, but why? This is shades of when I used to do those unboxing videos. Okay, let's try and get you to refocus. There we go. There you go. Now you can see it. Yeah, the New York City Doll Convention enamel pin. That's like the one piece of, oh great, yay. That's like the one piece of actual convention merch that I really, really wanted to get. So it was, it was a Saturday, Sunday. I only did the Saturday. And my partner and I, we turned it into a holiday, and we had other things we wanted to see. As you can tell by my tourist t-shirt, I really wanted one. I don't know why, but I really wanted the stereotypical I love New York. I hope that wasn't a cat knocking something over. I love New York t-shirt. So, what did I take? Excuse me, hiccup. What did I take? What did I buy? So, what I brought with me, the doll I took, I will show her to you. In terms of what I bought, I'm also going to show you sort of my haul. The unfortunate thing is I can't find all of the business cards that I know I grabbed when I bought from these really amazing small businesses and artisans. I don't think they're lost, because I also can't find the set of, I bought my doll a new pair of eyes. The old set, I remember unpacking it, so it's here somewhere. I'm assuming that the pair of eyes and the business cards are probably in the same place, somewhere in the apartment, and no doubt I will find them when I'm not actually looking for them anymore, which is, of course, the way it goes. So the doll I took, she's the only ball jointed doll that I have. This is Agnes. Now, some of you in the know might, oh my gosh, pardon me, it's felt like there's been something in my eye all morning. She is now I'm going to Google something really, really quick, because I always want to call this brand by a different name, and I know it's not the right she's a Resin Soul May sculpt. For some reason, and I don't know why my brain does this, my brain wants to call Resin Soul Resin Love. And I don't know why. Maybe I'm kind of like mashing two different companies together, but for some reason that's just what my brain wanted to do. So she is beautiful and gorgeous, and I love her. I did do her face up myself. It was my first ever. So if you have, what you think is terribly funny and clever criticism, please keep it to yourself. I'm actually very happy with how she turned out. That's not to say, I would never redo her face, maybe if I get better as an artist. But yeah, you can see she's got, let me get her up by the camera there. Yeah, there we go. Oh, come on, camera. You were just doing it. Whoop. There we go. Yeah. So her original eyes were sort of a yellow amber, which I really liked. But then I saw this sort of rose color, and I'm not sure if you can properly tell, but they do have sort of little stars in the center. Yeah, and she does have these very tiny little horns. I put those on. They are 3D printed. I painted them and did a little bit of gold leaf on the tips of them, which I have to say was a massive pain in the ass. Probably just because I was working with such a small object. I'm sure gold leaf it always seems like it would be easier if you're working with something larger, or maybe I'm just really bad at it. That's the possibility as well. So yeah, there she is, my beautiful girl. She's the reason that I went. I also got her this cute little hair clip here. Yeah, it's just like some little jewels. It's not even really, it's like stars with red little red faux gems on them. So her dress I bought, not at the con, but I purchased that. I am not that good of a sewer, but I made her little belt thing here, and I made her necklace out of a larger piece of jewelry. She does have shoes on, in case anybody is curious. Yeah, so that's Agnes. I love her very, very much. I do need to get a stand for her. Currently, she sits in a little chair. So yeah, she's the reason I went. If you're wondering how I got her there, because we did fly from where I live. So she came in this sort of like sleeping bag-esque thing. I put her back in that for the flight. Now, her face I was concerned with, mostly the horns. I didn't want those to get knocked off. And it did work. It did work. As it turned out, it wasn't necessary. But her head, because I don't have the proper, I know you can get like the proper face masks. I didn't have one. I still don't have one. And by the time I thought of it, it was kind of too late to order. So some pet owners there might recognize this. A trouble bubble. Yeah, so something that sometimes groomers and vets will put on a cat's head if they're worried about being bitten and stuff during the visit. So this goes over a cat's head, usually when it's being groomed and is not feeling very cooperative. So I put this on Agnes's head. It was fine. I pulled the sleeping bag like right up to her neck so that this wasn't like scratching her shoulders. It was fine. As it happened, I didn't really need it. That was kind of overkill. I didn't put it on her for the trip back because she was this was all carry-on, by the way. And her and like my e-reader were really the only things in the bag. The bag is just a regular old clear backpack, sort of from Amazon. And you can see I do have a square of faux velvet fabric in the bottom just to protect Agnes and the paint job and make sure she doesn't get all scratched up. So she's the one that I took. Like I said, she's the reason that I went. The other reason I went is the con did do a raffle. I didn't, if you bought, I think it was like the VIP package, you got a certain amount of tickets free, which cool. I mean, there's nothing, it's just not really my thing. And people were buying a lot of raffle tickets, which is great for the convention because it's, a way to earn money. But what it meant was you probably, to actually win anything, I think I probably would have had to spend quite a bit of money. But one of the raffle prizes that was on offer was pardon me, the Susu. And again, I'm probably going to be butchering these names. This convention is actually the first time I've ever interacted with, I guess we'll call it the doll fandom at large. At least in person. I mean, obviously you write things online, you don't necessarily know how they're pronounced. As you might know from the mistakes I make when I read the stories out loud. But the Susu by, I think it's Imple Doll, that is one that I would love to have. She's my current dream doll, and I got to, because she was one of the prize as a blank, but that was one of the raffle prizes, so I did at least get to see the doll in person, and that sort of affirmed that yes, I do really want this. I mean, I've got a list of dolls I want, as I'm sure we all do, but it was also really, really great. Even though I didn't win it, I didn't even try to win it, it was great to actually see that doll in person, which was nice. The other things I got are for my Blythe. So there we go. Yeah. So she came with the outfit, not the little brooch. I really like her. I've named her Martha. She's, I currently have her, I made her like a little leather-bound botany book. She's a little, I've decided that she's, there we go, let's see. Sorry, I'm just straightening out her apron there. I've decided that she's like a botanist. She's a horticulturalist. She's into plants. So I made her a couple little accessories to sort of go along with her hobby. Now this, I might actually have... So I did buy her a hat. She came with a bonnet, but I wanted her to have a hat with a brim. So I got this beautiful little strawberry hat. I paid $50 for it, apparently. Did I? I can't even read. I should go get my glasses. Or 15? I can't read it. I don't have my glasses and I need to go get them. And it's double-sided, which is nice. And this, so everything that I show you, like I said, I may or may not have the business card, and the business card that I'm showing you might not actually be the right one because I wasn't, like I said, I seem to have misplaced a bunch of them. So if any of these things look familiar to you, either because you made them or you know who made them, please put it in the comments section. I am very happy to be corrected because, like I said, I seem to have misplaced a few things. This might have been Ophelia's Awfuls. So, Ophelia's Awfuls by Amanda Simmons. That might be who made the hat. I'm not really sure. But we'll just... Oh, maybe if I took the safety pin off. It would fit her better. I've got some hair clips in the back by her ponytail that are kind of keeping... Actually, you know what? Let's just pull those off. There. Little flowers. There we go. That's better. So now she can wear her hat. So I think that's very cute and very appropriate for a botanist. I also got her a little pair of glasses. I don't know where from. Might be the same person, might be completely different. I genuinely don't know. Oh my gosh. So adorable. Love it. Very, very cute. And the other thing I got for Martha a stand, a really cute one shaped like a little flower because I think that would be nice. There we go. So I'm not going to mess around right now to try and put her on the stand because the whole table will start shaking and I don't want to do that. The other thing I got, and I'm sure the person actually did this. I don't remember doing this, but I know exactly where I got them because they are on the business card, are more of these little hair clips from Starving Cats. So you can see I've got like a, come on, you did it before. Why do you hate me? Yeah, there we go. You can see I've got like a little heart, a little jeweled heart, and a butterfly. So some of them I might, that's where the one on Agnes came from, the gold and red one. These, I'm not sure. I might put them on Martha. I might wait until I get my next doll and save them for that. Now, the other thing I wanted to show you. Now, she's not a ball jointed doll. She's not a Blythe, but I really love her. This is an antique little China doll that I got from a secondhand store. I've named her Marigold. I made this dress. I didn't do her petticoat. And again, she's got a necklace that I made out of some old people jewelry. So she's really, really sweet. I really, really love her. She's got the nicest little face that the camera might have trouble with because there's like no shading on her whatsoever. Yeah, but that gives you an idea. Now, I have a friend who's really into sort of vintage and antique dolls, and she thinks that Marigold here is sort of, at the latest, she's maybe mid 1930s. So you can see like the style of her hair and but I really like her. I have taken, oddly enough, I have taken her to a convention. I took her to, I think I took her to Anime North because they had a little doll, Doll North is what they call the ball. Well, not it's not just ball jointed dolls, but the doll focused portion of that I believe is called Doll North. And I'd ordered Agnes, but she hadn't arrived yet. So I took some other dolls with me and Marigold here was one of them. So yeah, it was a really fun time. Pardon me, I'm just gonna shift a little bit. There we go. It was a really fun time. Everybody at the convention was very, very nice and supportive, and I got a lot of compliments on Agnes, which I thought was very sweet of people because, I mean, there were definitely dolls that were much more elaborate than she is, although I'm very happy, as I said, with how she turned out. There's some amazing artists there, including the person who made Agnes's eyes, who I can not find the business card for, I guess. So unfortunately, I can't credit them in the video. I might maybe go back through the convention listings and see if I can find this person, and if I do, I'll definitely make sure to put it sort of in the description of the video because, as you can see, they're lovely. They are absolutely beautiful little eyes. There's a lot of very talented, very creative people out there, and I'm always quite amazed by them because I'm not very good at things. So, in terms of pricing, because I'm sure people are curious, I sort of felt that everything was quite fair because everything is, of course, being made in a lot of cases by independent makers and artisans, and you do have to pay those people what their time is worth. So I'm sure it's like anything else. You'll always have people that say, "Oh, I can get it cheaper from Amazon or whatever. And maybe that might be true. I don't know. I think it depends on what you're into. Um, but if you're buying from an artist, you're expecting to pay something that reflects that person's ability and their time. And there were people who were selling. You could buy anything from like individual parts, like Agnes's new eyes, to people who were selling whole dolls for six, seven, $800 American. But again, small brand, independent artist, that's what you're supporting. So whenever you go, I'll just say anytime you go to like a maker's market kind of thing, which is exactly what it sounds like. Generally speaking, the stuff on the table has been made by the person at the table selling it. You're going to expect to pay more because that's just fair. That is a fair reflection of an artist's time and effort and skill level, right? So the fact that Agnes's eyes, I think, were 40 or $50, maybe somewhere around that. They might have been 40 or $50 American, but you're paying for the time, effort, knowledge, and skill of an actual like artisan. So that's why things at these conventions are maybe a little bit more money than what people are used to or expecting if they're maybe used to ordering from places like AliExpress or Amazon or whatever. And I'm not, if that's what you do and you want to do, like, cool, fine. Like, I'm not criticizing that. I mean, we're all just trying to make it out there. But don't expect essentially a maker's market to sort of have similar pricing. But yeah, everybody was lovely. They had beautiful dolls with them, as you would expect. They had these really neat like little sets that you could take photos of your doll in, and I did that with Agnes. It was super cute and fun. In theory, I would like to go back. The situation currently in the States does make that a little bit complicated, so we'll have to wait and see what the future holds. But yeah, I would definitely go back. I don't know if I would go back for both days. I will say I think the venue could have been a bit bigger, but because the convention did sell out, but for a first iteration of something, I think they did a very very good job. They presumably rented the venue that they felt was appropriate, and I won't say it wasn't like insanely cramped or anything. If you've ever been to sort of one of the big sort of Comic-Con type places or seen footage of it where people are like packed right in, it was nowhere near that bad. I'm just autistic with some sensory issues, and I found it a little bit crowded, but like a lot of that is just me as a person. It would be nice if it was in sort of a bigger venue just because then, maybe they could do more panels or workshops or something, but I also wouldn't be mad if it was in the same place. They did do panels and workshops. They did flower crowns, how to string your doll, face ups, like a bunch of different things. I didn't go to any because sort of by the time I kind of had looked around and done some shopping and done the photos, I was starting to feel sort of quite overwhelmed with the noise and the crowds. And so I was sort of done by kind of, I think maybe 2 o'clock. And it opened at 10, unless you were a VIP. Then I think it opened at 9, I think. Basically, VIPs got in before the rest of us, which is fine. That's the point of paying the extra for the VIP pass. But it did mean, I was kind of overstimulated and really, really tired because, like I said at the start, my partner and I kind of turned this into a mini vacation. So we had been doing all kinds of other things in the city, and I was just tired and overwhelmed. So we left. I did not do any of the workshops or panels, but from what I've seen and heard, a lot of people were very, very happy with them. So I had a great time. I would definitely go back. My only regret is maybe not getting sort of contact info for like Instas or whatever of other doll people because I don't know that many where I live, and it would be nice to sort of have a community to speak to sometimes. But yeah, that's it for the video. Not my usual by any means, but it was something that I had a lot of fun with and I wanted to talk about and share. Dolls, I have always loved them. I had a porcelain doll. I was the creepy girl with the porcelain doll collection. Some of them I still have at my parents' place. I did go back and rebuy some Monster High dolls that I had from when I was a lot younger and had since gotten rid of, and that's expensive. That was more money than I anticipated, but I'm happy to have those dolls back in my collection. Back in my collection now. So yeah, as you can see, I like a whole bunch of different types of dolls. I'm not restricted to just the one. I mean, Agnes is great, but so are Martha and Marigold. So very, very different types of dolls that I enjoy, and I like a lot of them. And I think they're cool and fun, and I recognize that some people find them creepy, but I don't. I really like them. So thanks for hanging out with me. Again, if you recognize sort of where the things I purchased, especially the eyes, I feel really, really bad that I can't credit this person because I don't have the business card. If I wonder if it is this person. Let me just look something up very, very quickly. I wish I could spell. Oh no, it's okay. It's not this person. Okay. Well, I'm gonna maybe do some digging to try and find the name of the artist because, of course, they're very beautiful. But if you recognize it or you are the artist, please, please, please tell me in the comment section so this person can get the recognition that they should have. So thank you for hanging out with me. Sorry about the wobbliness. I'm hoping to solve that soon in the near future. And I'll see you here again on the channel. And I hope you and your loved ones are safe and well. Goodbye, folks.